Alrighty, so it's been sitting here for a few minutes now. We'll just break up this top. You guys should smell this. If you love coffee, holy cow. Alrighty, so then we just fit this right into the top here, as so. And then you just pretty much slowly push down. You don't want to go too fast because then you'll get coffee grounds up in this cleared part. Not that I think it'll really matter because it's going to be going into the secondary and then sit there for several weeks. But I guess it's always good to keep it as clear as you can. Alrighty, there we go. So now, let's head over to the carboy. Okay, so we've already sanitized this. I actually, if you notice, no foam. I got smart. I used Auto-Syphon this time to sanitize the carboy. So this is ready to go. Now it's just time to crack open the beast and see how it's doing. There we go. Man, those things get stuck in there. Looking pretty good. Smelling even better. Okay, so we've got that ready here. We'll just go ahead and take the coffee that we brewed here and pour it in. So I'm going ahead and adding this while it's still hot. Because the glass was cold. I used the Auto-Syphon, so the glass was cold. It'll cool the coffee down pretty quickly. And then the beer going in, I'm not too concerned about killing the first batch of yeast that hit it. However, the second part of this I'm going to brew, I am going to let cool down before I add it. So in fact, we're going to go ahead and get that started now. And so now we just need to rack the beer from primary into the carboy here. See? Okay, so we've got the Auto-Syphon all connected up. We've got the other end in the carboy, so now we just crack this open here. Sneak it down in there. Give it a couple pumps here. And away it goes. So we've moved our beer, racked our beer, from our primary fermenter into the secondary fermenter here, glass carboy. I put the rubber stopper in the top here just to minimize the amount of air that gets in touch with the brew on the inside. We don't want it to spoil. And so now it's time to add more coffee. I'm only going to fill it up until a certain point. I did end up brewing a little bit more volume-wise than the recipe calls for. So we'll just fill it up until I feel good. Looks like it's releasing some carbonation because of the bubbling crap. Oh, you know, that's a pretty good level for the carboy there. Alrighty, perfect. So now we'll take our rubber stopper nice and snug down there as far as I can get it to go. Grab our airlock over here. It's been soaking in the sanitizer as well. I found that when I soak this in Star San, it kind of moves around, so I always like to keep an eye on it the first several hours after it's done, just so that way I know that the airlock is staying in place. Grab some sanitizer here. Perfect. Wherever my lid is. Groovy, there we go. Okay, so we've got it here in its final resting place. I'll actually scoot it back a little bit, but just wanted to bring it up here so you guys can see it's nice and dark. Temperature's sitting right at 73 degrees, so adding that hot coffee really didn't affect the temperature of it too much, so I'm sure there's plenty of viable yeast in here to finish up the fermentation. I didn't take a hydrometer reading. I wasn't really too concerned about it. I've never really had a problem in the past with the secondary having, you know, any lag in fermentation or any problems like that, so I didn't think I would need to. Plus, I'd like to save as much of this as possible for the bottles, because I'm really excited how this one's going to turn out. We've got the airlock here. It did get jostled up a little bit, so it is bubbling right now, but I know for a fact it's not. There is no vigorous fermentation going on in there right now. I just jostled up some of the suspended carbon dioxide in the brew. So it'll be probably 2 or 3 weeks before I bottle it. We'll see. It depends on how timing goes. And then it'll be another several weeks until the tasting. So until the bottling, cheers guys. We'll see you around. Thanks for watching.